So, for
All right,
example,
say that
like,
again. Say it again.
yeah, gaming inherently isn't like the worst thing for a network. It's not great for the individual participants. Where it starts to get bad is if people are doing things that aren't good for the network because of their gaming.
Because the
Um,
incentives lined up, right? And this came out of this idea that like on the project side, the project is emitting the same amount of network, or the same amount of tokens, no matter what. But if the gamers are scooping off most of those tokens out of the system, then no one's incentivized to do anything else because the gamers are winning it all. So just like from the project side, this is not so much from the participant side, is you got to watch and make sure that your project is kind of taking care of you, the participant, which is I guess anti-decentralization. But at some point, there's got to be a movement towards someone taking charge and getting shit done.
right, but so I don't know that it really needs to take care of you as the participant. It just needs to take care of you as the piece of the network. So
Like a
if it gets to a
contributor to
point
the
where you're
network, yeah.
just yeah, if it gets to a point where you're like, fuck this, like, what's the point of doing this if other people are going to be gaming and earning more than me? I don't care to do this anymore. Then like that's where it becomes a problem. That's where you have to step in.
Yeah.
But if the interesting thing about gaming is it could create incentives to actually do the right thing, just because people are looking for more outsized rewards.
Yeah.
As long as because people are always going to do that, so you just want to kind of tune the incentives so that you understand that people are going to do whatever they can to earn the most that they can. So you just have to make it so that that thing that they're doing is best for the network. And the thing that they're doing is just getting as many tokens as possible for as few dollars as they can. So it's just constantly like fine tuning the incentives to make it so that those two things align. And when they don't, you have to kind of slowly push the boat in the right direction because the other thing that could happen is if overnight, and we saw this with healing where they just instituted a deny list secretly, and then it was a whole scandal back in January of this year. People just decided like I've actually been a good participant. You overdid it with your anti-gaming thing. No one told us about this. We now feel like we've been rugged, and our equipment that we bought is worthless. And then those people don't continue to build because they feel like they've been slighted by the network.
Ah,
So
interesting. So
if
it's like a really important piece on the project side to make sure that participants feel kind of respected and taken care of, even if the goal of the project is not to take care of a specific person.
right, and no company that starts a crypto project would ever in their right mind um, call the miners their investors because then we get into securities issues. But
Yep.
like realistically, the people who are building your network are your investors, and it's typically not a great strategy to treat your investors like they're a bunch of criminals. You just want to like steer your investors in the way for them to do what's best for everyone, and that's kind of the role that this like operating company or whatever head company that takes a large portion of the tokens. That's kind of the role that they should be taking on is like, how do we get this thing to be built in the most efficient way possible? And on top of that, it's like, all right, we came up with this cool idea 2 years ago when we wrote a white paper. Are we going to look to see if that's working, or are we just going to like sit back and go, yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yep.
So yeah, like these projects need to be either in the field themselves, like kind of figuring out what people are doing,
Yep.
what kind of the inadequacies are, and how do we fix those and steer things in the right way. Or if they're not, then they should be listening to the people who are telling them, here's what's happening, here's what's going to continue to happen, and then like, here's why it's a problem.
Yeah. Love it, dude. Let's save that for another one because I got a bunch of good questions for you on that. But I think that covers it. That's super good as far as like how a project should look at something.
Too much clickbait, Nick. Come on, they want to see the rest of this.
So good.